Come on. Are you ready, Quan?
Yeah, what a genius. Big Sean's I decided. So fucking excited.
Hold up. Who are we?
This is Play Me Something, as always. Yeah. As always, it's a Play Me Something podcast.
As always.
Of course, follow us on Twitter, at play_me_something. It's worthwhile, I promise you. Mm-hmm. Playlist out for March. One's coming for April. Playlist is coming out for April. Please check the SoundCloud for that. Should be coming Friday. Whatever.
Got a lot more podcasts coming.
Big Sean's I Decided. Yeah, a lot of cool podcasts coming.
This one's a little late.
Big Sean's I Decided. A tiny bit late, but it's okay. Music doesn't have an expiration date.
Better late than never.
We'll be okay. Real quick, Quan. Nah, you're eating. I'm done with you. Tell. Where were you at with Big Sean before the album came out?
I only listened to, what was it, Dark Sky Paradise?
That was the only Big Sean album you heard before?
That's the only thing.
Where were you before when this came in? Did you like Dark Sky Paradise?
I liked certain songs. It wasn't a good project as...
You feel like it wasn't as good as a whole?
It wasn't complete, yeah.
Okay.
It felt like an industry-made thing.
Okay.
Like, because that was the first time I heard of Big Sean for some reason.
For real?
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention.
You must have been ducking him.
I definitely was ducking him.
You must have been ducking him. Oh my God.
I've heard of him, but I didn't hear anything he put out. But then that Drake song, Blessed or whatever.
No. Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, who is this kid again?
Okay.
And then,
yo, you must have been ducking whenever anybody mentioned him. You must have left the room. But
that's crazy.
I understand. He's not. That was like his biggest album at the time when it came out. Chris, any experience with Big Sean?
Yes, my boy Quan Steph over here put me on to Big Sean. I mean, I've heard stuff from him.
Okay, so did you listen to an album before?
Yeah, I went back, I listened to Finally Famous.
Okay.
Absolutely loved it. And then I listened to
Hall of Fame.
Half of Hall of Fame. For whatever reason, I didn't fully finish that. Don't know why.
That's all right.
Well, yeah, that's my experience.
But did you like them?
I liked them, especially Finally Famous.
So going into this album, you were kind of more looking forward to it.
I was excited for this.
Dope. So me and Big Sean, first Big Sean 2010 or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe 2009. I think first heard him on Fat Raps. It was probably his joint with Chuck English.
Finally Famous Volume 3.
Yes. I've always liked him just because he has a tendency to just say creative, original lines about things rappers have been talking about forever. Like he can rap about cars, gold chains, shit, and just say something that none of them ever said before. And I've always valued that. So I always fucked with Big Sean. As a rapper, fucked with his music. I like Finally Famous. I really liked Hall of Fame, and I really liked Dark Sky Paradise. But I'd always seen growth. So going to this one, obviously real positive. Quan, how'd you feel about Big Sean before this?
Excuse me. How'd I feel about Big Sean? I got into Big Sean around 2009. The first video, my boy actually, he's like, yo, you need to listen to Big Sean. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he showed me Super Duper Lemonade. And ever since then, I kind of just been listening to that dude. So, yeah, for years.
My
experience with Big Sean is very positive.
All right, yeah. Did you like Dark Sky Paradise? Did you feel like it was his best album so far? Because that's what I felt.
Dark Sky Paradise?
Yeah.
I love Dark Sky Paradise. Do I feel it's his best album?
At the time. Did you feel like it was the best album so far? I felt like it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I felt like Hall of Fame had heavy bangers.
Yeah.
And then, but as far as Finally Famous, his voice, his music wasn't there yet. As far as connecting to it vocally, it wasn't there yet.
Okay.
So
I understand.
I've been listening to the dude.
But going into this, he's on the upswing. So Big Sean's I Decided. The intro actually starts with an old man discussing his life in somewhat distraught, talking about I fucked up my family, my job and shit. And you can hear like some industrial work in the background suggesting he's been working some shitty job for his entire life, and he feels like he fucked it up. Now because this I Decided is actually a concept album. Now I guess the concept is the idea of a man who lived his entire life and realized he fucked it up and has been given a new opportunity to go back and do it all over again. And the album's in 4 acts. The first act starts with, after the intro, with The Light. Him discovering his worth, and then obviously just feeling himself on Bounce Back, No Favors. After that is the second act, which is about relationships and love. Guess him trying to make his romantic life right. Jump out the window, Oh Me. and then comes Personal Crisis, starting with Halfway Up the Balcony, and then Resolution.
And that one's kind of weird because that one is.
Before we even get into individual songs.
No, I'm talking not the song, but the interlude before that is the one where the dude's talking to him about the this. It's like a paparazzi, basically.
Yes.
That's a good part. You know it's gonna happen when you go out there.
Yeah, I like
And he
that.
gets in the car and dude's saying stupid shit. Dude,
Yeah.
this one
Yeah.
for real? This
And
one
he just drives
gonna
off.
stick around, or is it just a
How do you
fling?
feel? I know. How do you feel
I just
about
about
Amber?
Rame.
Yeah. What do you think about fur?
Yeah. The album starts with it speeds up.
Yeah.
The album starts with The Light, a sample that might be familiar to some of you. I love The Light. Quan, how'd you feel about The Light?
I love it. It's a great intro track to the intro of the album.
Yeah, is it not, Chris?
Oh
So?
no, it's amazing, dude. It sets the tone very well for that first act that you
Yeah.
discussed.
Yeah, and then you can honestly you can see him. You can already see his growth as a rapper, just because his delivery he varies a little more. His pitch will go up and down, and it's just I think The Light is written incredibly well, and it's a great start as far as like
Jeremiah did
That-
a real good
Yes,
job.
and great
fantastic.
feature. Yeah, good
Jeremiah,
point.
Jeremiah, good job. Tell what you
Very
think.
good
The
person
Light,
to pick.
you fuck with The Light.
You can't fuck with the light.
All right, fuck you.
Sorry.
All right, so The Light goes into Bounce Back, a song we've heard way too many fucking times. I've heard Bounce Back so many times, and what's amazing about Bounce Back is that it still kind of holds up right now.
Yeah.
What's Bounce Back is like Big Sean's weird like
Big Sean got the bounce back.
underdog, his weird underdog banger. You feel me? Because it's last night took a L, but tonight I bounced back.
Yeah.
And I would never have thought that would be Big Sean's biggest fucking song. I would never have fucking thought that. I
I
would have
wonder what
thought.
made him say that line.
I have no idea.
He does that all the time when he constantly talks about losing money or spending money and being able to double it in one night off.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
he
show
does.
or anything.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter because his whole thing is that he's a real hard worker. So it doesn't matter if he's gonna lose. He knows he's gonna double whatever he lost.
Yeah.
in whatever time.
Bounce Back is so good. Like over time, the lines on it, instead of getting stale, they got like almost iconic. Just hearing him saying, "I woke up in beast mode." That shit is more hype now than anything else. Like, it hasn't gotten weaker, honestly. Exactly. It's a very well written song too. Chris, Bounce Back.
Oh yeah, I fucked with it,
Fuck
dude.
with it?
I mean, this whole album is very bar heavy, and the more like you said, like the more you listen to it, it doesn't get stale because I'll be catching bars that I didn't catch the first couple of times.
Yeah, no, yeah. As a whole, I think the whole thing is really, really well written.
Yes.
No favors. I think he murders that shit. But it's a really good thing we didn't do this fucking thing like when the album fucking came out, because I would have been a lot meaner about this Eminem verse, because Eminem's a fucking dickhead for that shit.
Listen,
But
Eminem's great for that.
at this
shit.
point, I think it's
Fuck
hilarious.
you, Quan.
At this point, no,
Yo,
honestly,
Shut up, Quan.
Eminem's great
honestly,
for
you
gotta
what
have-
he
This is
did.
Honestly,
just Quan having
at
one
this
of those
point-
bullshit, stupid opinions.
I think, dude,
That, like-
honestly, I
Hey,
think
fine.
I think no favors. I think his verse is fucking hilarious.
It is. It's
honestly.
hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I think but in a good way now.
It's just-
in a good way
It's
now.
just 'cause Mike
I
doesn't
swear to
agree-
God,
Listen.
no, Mike. I swear to God, I didn't like it.
Mike
I didn't like it
doesn't
originally.
agree with my theory about Eminem in that song.
Wait, we got. I want to.
Because it's
we gotta
not.
hear Detail's thoughts on this.
Here's the problem. If you want to go back, you think Kendrick's mad predictable. Anything Eminem has done in the past 4 years, I knew was coming. On every fucking feature, on every single thing that he's done, I heard it coming, and I was disappointed off the bat.
Understandable.
Let me see.
Understandable.
Wait, did you listen to MMLP too?
No, I didn't need to because of all the singles. Just said it. I'm not even gonna listen to the album. I'm talking about features, son. Every feature he does is horrible.
How many times
that's
would you
great.
say you've heard No Favors?
I mean,
Under
I've
10?
listened- I don't even know titles like that. So
That's the one with Eminem.
No Favors is
Under
I've
10?
heard it.
Under
Like,
10?
I've listened under 10, yeah.
Under 10? Yeah.
But
I've-
I've fucking talked about the
I didn't-
goddamn
I-
verse too much with this kid.
I didn't fucking like the dude. I didn't like the verse. Chris, how'd you feel? At first, I really didn't like the verse.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, going in, I heard these guys' thoughts on it to begin with, and I had a stale mindset going into like I didn't know what to expect, kind of cringing hearing it at first. But
Yeah.
I've gained a new appreciation on it. I said this to Quan before. I just don't like the parts where he lists off just like 50 different things,
Yes.
like a thermos,
See-
an 8-beat. Other than that, I think it's funny. I just thought that was a little excessive because he does it in 2 different instances.
He does it 3 times, I think.
3, yeah, it's just I don't know.
See,
I
no.
was-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like the verse originally, but as I listened to it many times,
Yeah.
I like the way he says things, would bring it back, pat on the back like a Patriots jersey.
Yeah.
And after Hernandez rap. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like he does that twice. I like he does that, and honestly, the rhyming random shit. When I think about Eminem actually doing that shit, is just too fucking funny for me to hate it. Big Sean's verse, absolutely murdered that shit. Obviously, he said the fuck does this nigga say? I've been talking to God like that's my therapist. I'm African American, and in America I ain't hearing shit. But a millionaire under 30, so he must be hearing shit.
Oh, I love that line.
Exactly.
So he must be
And
hearing
obviously
that
I
shit,
love,
too.
now it's blue blood in my veins, though you know what I came for. Born in a world going where they tell me I can't go. He murdered the whole shit. He murdered the whole shit. I'm not going to get into everything, but he murdered the whole
Big
one.
Sean a Crip?
No, stop.
I said there's blue blood in my veins.
Alright.
Moving on.
I'm not gonna go into my whole thing about Eminem.
No, it's alright.
Michael
It's alright.
just be mad.
But Jump Out the Window starts.
But
But if you got any questions for me, let me know, and I'll explain
hit
that
him up.
shit to
Hit him
you.
up on Twitter.
Hit up the Play Me Something Twitter if you don't
if
like
you
Eminem
think
verse.
Eminem was good on that verse, delete yourself.
Next.
So
Yo, the next
mad.
song starts the section on like relationships.
Yeah.
Which
Oh, really?
is
That song-
Jump
that
Out the
song
Window.
right, John?
Jump Out the Window.
How's he start? He says,
Yo, that's one. That's like.
That's one of my
like,
favorites.
I think that's
He's
like,
like-
number one favorite right there.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
He's like, don't answer that. How's the dude? How's the elder Sean?
I think it's
No, he's like, I know you're feeling yourself right
Yeah.
now, but yeah, that's how,
now this entire section is Jump Out the Window, Same
Yeah,
Time, and
so
Omi.
good.
I think the entire section is very good. Same Time is probably the weakest one in my opinion, but not because it's bad. It's just a short song that seems more like a 2088 demo.
That is-
But I think they both do a very good job.
The interlude. I mean, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
they did that on purpose just to kind of give you something that 2080 is gonna come in the future.
No, yeah, I
Kinda
know.
like a little
Same.
taste, a little
Same.
tiny tease.
Now we can't really talk about this Big Sean album without mentioning the Drake influence. If we mention it on Damn, we have to mention it on
yeah.
I Decided, because between really Omi is where you can hear it the most.
Only time.
A lot of people don't notice the way he switches between singing after his hook and then switching to rapping, and just the changes in delivery and flow and the structure. I think it's he's doing things that were only possible after Drake innovated in hip hop songwriting with like Take Care. You feel me? I can there's a different structure to his songs rather than just hook verse. You feel me? Jump Out the Window. I fucking love that shit. I fucking he learned to make his love songs or his songs about love on some level, both heartfelt, believably romantic, and still kind of like bounce. Like, you feel me? They're still good. What'd you think, Chris?
Oh, about Jump Out the Window?
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah. I think it's a fun song. I like the little Mario Kart line in there. Like,
Yes.
when you come through and hit the Mario Kart, you always
Yeah.
pick the princess. I realized you was princess back then. Production
That's a wild
really
impression
fun.
of Sean.
Dude,
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
that-
wild impression of Sean. No, it's okay.
that was my
It's okay.
version.
No, it's okay. I like it.
Yeah, the production is one. I think it's overall one of the strongest produced songs.
Yeah. What do you think about it? Like as Omi as well. What do you think about Omi?
Omi.
Omi is
Yeah, that's
Like, you owe me time, owe me sex. Yeah, like,
all the shit you told me. I
You
believe
so fucking out of line.
you so fucking
out of line. There we go.
Incredible.
Thank you. I need
incredible
help with
incredible
that one.
hook.
yes.
Too
Yeah, the hook's
goddamn
a lot
catchy.
of fun on that one.
Too goddamn catchy. I think it's also just very well written too. I fuck with Omi beyond reason.
Yeah, well written, catchy love song.
Yeah. I think he nailed that better than he's done any similar things in the past. I think Omi's better than the Chris Brown, Ty Dolla $ign joint on the last album. I think Jump Out the Window and Omi are better than a lot of similar songs he's done in the past. What's after that? Halfway Off the Balcony?
Yeah.
Is that when
No, this is the part of the album when it really got me. Like, this whole from what was before Jump Out the Window?
is Jump Out the Window's No Favors.
From No Favors to the rest of the album to the very end was like my favorite part. Like, I could listen
Really?
to every song, but like the first few I skip around.
Okay. Now,
But this is definitely.
I
like,
left out
like
moves.
these are all on
My
par
bad.
with each
I
other.
left
This
out
is like when
moves.
Yeah,
We got the moves.
when
It's
like
okay.
just like the more I feel like thought was put into the album was from here on.
You thought so?
Yeah. I mean, the intro's really good.
Well, I see. I think the intro's really good too.
Like, this is just like a really good part.
I now that's when the crisis starts for halfway off the balcony, and I think it's kind of an accomplishment on Big Sean's part in order to make a song that genuinely sounds like crisis and still sounds like beautiful, but it genuinely gives you the feeling of crisis. That's one of the first songs that came out. What you think of halfway off the balcony, Quan?
Shit, I'm kind of drawing a blank right now, no lie.
I'm hanging halfway off the balcony.
Overthinking, cause my job is way more than
a
a
salary.
salary.
Yeah, okay.
I think the hook is so well written, so well written. Oh my God, I love girls.
It was really
that chemistry means way more than anatomy. She mad at me, she been mad at me.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
halfway up the balcony is very good, especially if it's jumping into voices in my head.
Right?
Yeah.
As a like a crisis before the crisis track, before the actual breakdown.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very, very good track to kind of settle the whole romantic shit real quick and get back to my life.
Yeah. So yes. Yeah. I think, and I just think on this track and all the others, his writing still is very human. Still a solid amount of wordplay, which is.
Oh yeah.
And it never feels forced or overly difficult. He's just writing very well and rapping well at the same time. Sean damn near has his shit mastered on this one.
Hey, he says it. I'm living proof that you don't need a master's just to be a masterpiece.
Exactly. Now, Chris, what do you feel about this section of the album?
Oh, just like halfway off the balcony.
Halfway off the balcony, voices in my head, stick to the plan. What do you feel about this?
Really, really enjoyed voices in my head. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan is like so like inspiring to me. It's just like, okay, I got off the course a little bit, you know, partied a little bit, got caught up a little bit too much.
A little fuckery, but
yeah, a little fuckery going on, but
fuck that. Stick to the plan.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what it is, man.
Yes.
And then. And then we jump into, you know, I won't.
Before we get to that, now, voices in my head, I think shows like a lot of growth on his part because he's willing to change his delivery, and in many ways it's a concept song, and so it's a concept album, but he's capable of changing his delivery in order to, and still and matching his writing, in order to give you that feeling of crisis. That feeling of self-doubt. That's essentially what this entire section is about. And it transitions. How you feel about the transition could vary. Some people, depending on how you feel about Sean's voice, either the transition could work for you or it won't work. I was like, at first. I've grown to like it a little. I've grown to like it a lot more, but I genuinely stick to the plan. I like it.
It seemed like it wouldn't work. Like, especially from the first stick, when he's like, stick to the plan.
It seems like because it speeds up.
Because the beat doesn't do it automatically when
it changes
because
it changes tempo.
But
yeah,
it works because it's like, yo, why is this nigga randomly screaming stick to the plan now?
Yeah,
and it kind of singles out stick to the plan.
Yeah,
stick to the plan.
And if you think about it, it kind of breaks you out of that voices in my head thing. Stick to the plan. It breaks you out of that.
Voices in my head is dope too because throughout the whole album, like we said, we got the Elder Shine talking to this dude, kind of being his conscience, and you know, obviously the voices in the head is like that plus just
maybe like outside temptation,
having too much worries on his mind.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, fuck that.
Stick to the plan.
Let me focus. And then at the end of stick to the plan, he's just like, I'm gonna keep trying until I get what I want, and all these voices in my head are gone.
Yeah, and something I genuinely love again about his writing is that his actual questions for himself, his actual self doubts, they seem real. They're not just like, I'm just saying it because this is the part where I'm doubting myself. Yeah. They seem more believable. You feel me? Moving on to that, it's when he figures it out, and the resolution is, of course, that it is bigger than him. But before that, you have, the Black Family Anthem, Sunday Morning Jackpot, like the Black Family, like Sunday dinner anthem.
That one was for that was for his grandma, right?
Yes,
a lot. Yeah,
is about him. Essentially, I think going to church with his grandmother or just having Sunday dinner.
Sean is very.
He dances about real. He raps about very
ever since even
real
before,
things.
From early on. He's always let people know that he's always been very family oriented.
Yes.
And I think that's
talks about his grandma quite
I think that's one of the biggest things about Sean is that he constantly keeps that not just in mind, but he constantly voices that about himself. Like, yo, I'm
He's a
really
family-oriented
about my
guy.
family.
This is his real like this is actually the real bounce back on the album. Like Sunday Morning Jetpack is like fucking God and all that shit. Inspire Me. Now, me and Quan said before that this album seems like Big Sean's graduation.
Oh yeah.
And Inspire Me is like his Hey Mama.
Yeah.
What do you think about Inspire Me, Chris?
You did say that.
It's all right. I mean,
fuck you.
I think honestly, I think it fits the album well. But if we're just talking like if I'm sitting like vibing,
I don't remember it.
I understand. Now
you
I
know,
understand.
like as a pure just listening to music for enjoyment, I'm not really
I'm
gonna put
not
this
sitting there
track
like,
on.
yeah.
You not Inspire Me like that?
Like I said, I like the whole rest of the album from that point on, but
Yeah.
nothing stood out.
To ins-
Like,
yeah, that
like
wouldn't
halfway
inspire
up
you?
the balcony and voices
Oh,
in my
okay.
head.
I understand.
I think you really have
it's
to
important to
base
note,
it-
You
Chris's
wanna,
mom
like,
is a
break
dick.
them down.
It's not so.
Stop.
Yo, I do
Stop.
want to make this note real quick on the outro. He says something. He's like, "I'm your baby, but you're still my baby." I just wish he didn't say you're my baby. I just wish he didn't say that.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm fine.
It's
with it.
not. It sounds.
It's so weird, like Oedipus.
I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah, but we don't. I get why he.
I didn't
says
think about that at
bro.
all. Now, here's what really, again.
But he might say that because Sean, like, and I don't know what song it is. He's like, you know, I take care of my mama. So in a sense, his mom is his baby now because he's taking care of her.
I mean, it's
you know,
not,
it's
you don't have
a
to break
weird.
that line down.
No,
I
I mean,
understand. I just
yeah,
wish
I
he
do
didn't
have to break
say
it down for
that.
some people because some people like me though. That's
Because he might say, "Oh, my grandmother's the man of the house," and people don't understand what they're talking
people
about.
Don't understand.
He means
that.
his grandmother runs
His
the
grandma
house.
has a dick, obviously.
Like,
Clearly.
Clearly.
Yo, but I think Inspire Me is important because
I love Inspire Me.
we all are.
It's important to the album.
We all have different connections to our mothers. So like, I compare it to Kanye's Hey Mama because Kanye's Hey Mama is very important to my life because I'm a single child only parent. So my mom is the biggest support being I've always had. So for him to make a song like Inspire Me, I get that. Because when I used to be young and see my mom doing these things, I used to be inspired to kind of do my own things. She taught me a lot. Yeah. So it's very good for him.
You understand the admiration.
I understand that.
Yeah. And for me, it's not just the admiration. It's he gets specific about his own experience. Like he just talks about her introducing him to music and then them dancing in the room.
Yeah.
So much the room is shaking, which I actually remember as a kid. Yo,
I love when he's like, you do good for any man, man. You
good for dad. Yes, I love that part. I love that part.
Great line.
But another thing is that he's able to make a song about his mother, and it's a genuinely great song. And sonically, it's better than other songs you've done in the past. Like say, One Man Can Change the World. I think Inspire Me is a better song than One Man Can Change the World. Yeah. So Sunday Morning Jetpack, honestly. But past that. Sacrifices. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on Sacrifice. Y'all need to go fucking listen to Sacrifice. That shit is fucking flames.
Yeah, you do need
to. Listen, Sean murders that shit. Quavo murders that shit. Offset murders that shit.
Oh
the beat's fantastic. Stop hating on Sacrifice. The shit is real and it's still flames. And he didn't have to rap about pretending to sell cocaine or some shit.
Yeah.
Now, Chris, anything about Sacrifice before I move to the next one? No?
Oh man, I don't know. I just wanted to say one quick tidbit. I just love the fact that just like what he talks about, just the pure message of sacrifice that like I really feel like it ties the whole album together for me because I feel like in this past life that he experienced, he didn't make a lot of sacrifice. He spent time doing stupid shit or whatever. And now he's just like
there's that understanding that you have to sacrifice.
Like
there's an understanding.
I forgot, but he talks specifically in Sacrifices about that. Like he doesn't care. He's willing to make. He's willing to just spend time alone, grind it out, and like he says something about like don't worry about what other people think when you're making these sacrifices. And I just get the image of I don't know, like your boys asking you to come out or whatever, and Big Sean's inside just grinding it out.
I love Sacrifices.
It's just a really
real thing.
I forgot to mention
it's real, exactly. It's real
on Stick to the Plan that Sean, aka the greatest rapper of all time now, said big face like Zordon.
Yeah, oh shit, yes.
I'm gonna give that nigga a medal. I'm gonna send it to his house.
Big face like
Zordon. If you can all just tweet at Sean, big face
Power
like
Rangers,
Zordon.
bro.
I know what it is, but
big face
why
like
did he
Zordon.
Power Rangers.
Big face like Zordon. What the fuck you mean? The fuck you mean doesn't
Do
make
I
you
need
happy?
to break it down for you?
No,
Don't break it down.
bro.
It's fine. You
Don't
got
break
it.
it down. It doesn't.
Moving on.
make it
Moving
any
on.
greater.
Moving on. Bigger than me. Now see.
Hold on.
No.
Mike has something to say though.
You know something about sacrifices? About sacrifice? No, all right. Now,
Alright.
bigger than me is the final song. Obviously, it's the conclusion, and it's somewhat a conclusion of the crisis. It's an understanding that it's bigger than me. Like Chris said, it's the first is the understanding that he has to make sacrifice. Then comes the understanding that this shit is actually bigger than me, and his writing completely fulfills that. I think
we got left.
That's the last one.
Stara and the Flint Flint Choir. Yeah, the Flint Michigan Choir is on it. Would you guys think bigger than me, Quan?
Bigger than me is straight.
Fucking dope, right?
Very,
It's an
uplifting.
It's an uplifting song, but it's still like a good hip hop song. You feel me?
It's a little too just like
Too gospel for you, Mike?
at the ending of this album.
Should we
You think so?
I don't know. I can't really remember much about it, probably because I like stopped the song.
Terrible.
It's too
Terrible.
It's too gospel for him.
Yeah,
That song is
started
the
breaking
song.
down.
Bigger than me
You
is too
can't bring
good.
those opinions in here, Quan.
Terrible.
This is a
Terrible.
You can't come at the people you're debating with right now.
Alright,
Yeah.
yeah. You can't. Yeah, you can't. Though
You know,
you can't.
we're not
It's
gonna
not
do
about
this.
you two. It's
We're
not
gonna
about
do
you
this.
two.
I'll
It's
eat
not
him.
about
I'll
you
eat him
two.
up later.
Chris,
I'll
what
eat
did you
him up
think?
later.
I'm just not even gonna talk.
Chris, what do you
about
think?
this.
Great send off for the album, man. Just
Yeah, right?
Yeah, dude. Like,
I like
pray
the
to
star
God,
feature.
you never let the little things in life distract you from the
Yes.
bigger picture, man.
Yes,
So
I like
many
the star feature, but my
important
favorite
lines.
line on that one is he says he refers to because he does Sean's done a lot of lines about Detroit, obviously.
Yes.
Bros turning into souls, but he says where the hood is a lost and found, where niggas get lost and never found.
Yo,
and that
yes.
shit is I fuck with that heavy, and I'm actually gonna break this down for Detel real quick.
No, dude, I get that shit.
No, I'm
That's
definitely gonna
fucking-
break that one down for you.
Yeah, no. Let's. This is the last
no.
one I'm a part of.
No, let me break
Last
this one.
one.
Let me break
Last
this one down.
fucking thing. I don't need no
Wait, they know
breakdowns.
you,
Like this
Brown.
is
They
just
know
mad
you,
at
Brown.
the
Let me break this one down real quick. Not for
Oh.
you. Not for you. Not for
Let
you.
me break it down for the audience.
Break it down.
Now,
the
see,
most simplest bar that I think you've mentioned.
Oh my God! Listen. Now the reason I fuck with that line so much is because the hood or the ghetto is actually where they've sectioned off the parts of society where they've marginalized certain people in society. Where they've decided here's this corner of the country that the shitty part obviously, but the corner of the country that we've given you here. So it's essentially it's somewhat like America's lost and found. It genuinely is like America's lost and found, except nobody's fucking looking for you.
Yeah.
Except nobody is fucking looking for you. You're lost because nobody cares, but nobody's fucking looking for you. And I think that characterization of the ghetto as a lost and found was something I'd never heard before, and I really appreciate it. And that's Sean again doing for me what I always liked about him.
I love that.
So overall, real positive for me.
I love that he just he'll have a phone conversation with his mom
Yeah,
and
right?
then put it on his album. I love that shit.
So positive?
Everything's positive.
Positive, right? Hell yeah.
Always.
Very
The
positive.
tell
It
mixed,
was a good
positive.
album. It was a good album.
No, you felt good? Felt good?
It was good. It wasn't something that's like in the top of my list though.
I understand. Chris,
Very positive, man.
what'd you feel about the concept?
Dude, I love the concept. I know it's not anything maybe radically new or original, maybe. I don't know. You guys would know better than me, but I just think it's an amazing concept to explore. The idea of if you had a second chance at life, what would you do differently? And also you have essentially your past life speaking to you, giving you insight.
Right?
It's really fucking interesting, and
I
it's
think he
very
broke
inspiring too.
I think he broke it down really well. As far as not broken
No,
down.
yeah,
but
no, I think he executed
separated
very
the
well.
parts, the main parts of somebody going through life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main parts of it.
You
And
know
just
what?
attacked it really well.
You know, maybe
I think
maybe
it's
that's
very
why
well
Eminem
executed.
wrote that verse. Is because if that's the first time he did it. If he could do it again, he'd probably do it better. You know, he
Wait.
couldn't.
I like Quan's.
You know what? On that note,
He's like, I
That's-
ruined the
that's-
song. Maybe the second time I wouldn't.
Like I said, if you
On
want to know
that
my
note-
theory about that verse,
Hit him
hit
up.
up Quan on
Yeah.
Play Me Something on the Play Me Something Twitter. Play_me_something. Obviously, check out the playlist on SoundCloud. Thank you so much for listening. Big Sean's I decided. Very positive,
Yeah.
yo. Very positive. Be on the lookout for more shit. All right. Thank you, yo.
Peace.
Peace.
peace.